So today, Daniel, I'd like to pick your brain. You don't think like most people do, and that's actually pretty valuable to our firm. Recently, we had a couple come into our lunch and learn, and after the first consult, you saw something that had to be immediately changed. Can you tell us that story?
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, we just finished that. Very, very, very nice couple. I really enjoyed working with them. I know that you did too. And they came in for a first consult, and I think it's a good example of our different approach as opposed to most financial firms or financial advisors in general, meaning that we don't immediately talk about the money, right? We don't even get into investments probably until the third or fourth time we meet with somebody. And this is a fantastic example of the reason for that. Because the way that we have our firm structured as a fully integrated professional network, my job is in a first consult to decide which one of our professionals we need to bring in first, right? Do they need to meet with the attorney or the CPA or whoever it may be? Or maybe it's myself, and I don't know until I get talking with them. But that means that I have to learn quite a bit about each of those other professional fields so that I can pick up on things like this or just decide who they need to see first. But in the course of the discussion, I found out, number one, they had inherited a house from her mother, and number two, they had moved into it and signed their other home over to their daughter. A lot of people try and do that, trying to get it past the 5-year look back, right?
But something happened with that daughter. Wasn't she ill?
Well, and this is a good example of what can go wrong when you try and beat the 5-year look back by just giving things away or signing things over to children. She was ill. They weren't very specific, but they had said, she's not in the best of health. And I kind of walked them through what could happen. And I told them that we needed to cease any other discussions until we could bring in one of our attorneys to go over what their options were, because this needed to be addressed immediately. They weren't real concerned about it at first. So the attorney came in. There was a better way of accomplishing what they were wanting to do. They transferred both homes into a trust, and unfortunately, a week later, which was only a week ago, their daughter passed away. And it's so important in this case because had they not had that pointed out to them, had they not planned a different way, then when the daughter passed away, their home would now belong to their son-in-law, and there's nothing they could have done about that. So there's a reason that I've built and focused our firm on a big picture approach rather than just focusing on the investments like everybody else does, because I think it's my duty as an advisor to protect my clients' assets well beyond just what they have in some sort of an account. So I'm at a loss for words for what they've gone through. But at the same time, I'm so very glad that we were able to at least keep that tragedy from being any worse.